gonna make a beat, and I'm gonna show you how you can flip drum samples. So let's get into it. All right, the source of the samples we're gonna use is weekly practice kit number 384 for my Patreon supporters on patreon.com/Verysickbeats. If you want to support your homie, go ahead. I'll leave a link down below. I'm actually taking the drums out of this sample. All right, so to do that, and I started on this beat a little bit, I didn't want to get too far, but I just want to show you what I've done so far. So let's open up Serato sample, because we're going to take those drums, right? I took one of these sample chops and I dragged it, and this is what it sounds like all together. Right, so you got vocals, you got guitars, and you got drums. So all I did was mute out everything else except for the drums, and I'm left with this. So do whatever you need to do to process that to make it sound better. It's not going to be great, but it's just a good start because you can layer on top of this. I added a compressor on it. Boom. So without it, we just add a compressor on it. So that beefs it up some. I rendered that to audio and brought it down here. So that's what this is right here. Notice it starts on the snare drum. Right? So then what I did was I dragged that audio into Logic Sampler. And I don't care what DAW you have, you can do this. It doesn't matter what you have. Just something that can chop. All right, so it's the same sample and I just dragged it into this guy. That way I can chop it up again. So I just took a few of those chops and all I did was arrange it the way I wanted it to play. Now let me play the metronome because I want y'all to catch something. I started it on the snare drum. See that? It doesn't come in on the 1. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. But at the end, it does. And this is what I want y'all to get. See, that's the 1, but it doesn't start on the 1. Let me play it back. See that? It's just spaced at the beginning. So what you do is I'm going to render this once again, and that is what you see right here in the bottom beneath. All right, so let me mute this, and now I have this. This is the audio representation of this MIDI. See this? Space. But if I keep it going, notice this little chunk, because this is the rest of that beat right over here. Let me play it. That's going to be my 1, because again it was MIDI, so it's going to play the rest of that break. So what I did was I had to chop that right at the end. See that? So you take that one little chop and then just bring it to the front. Now it's going to be on the 1. See this? And it'll be a clean loop. See that? And it's seamless. So before it was like this. See that? All I did was just take that end and put it in the front. So that's how you do that. And now I can combine that into just one thing. And there you have it. So now what I want to do is kind of layer on top of that, and I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to add maybe an extra kick, maybe 2 kicks. So for that, I'm just going to go to Filt Loops Volume 4 and just throw that on top. Nothing major. I might even throw in an open hi-hat. Hey. Something like that. and review. You know what I'm saying? And actually, that's isolated. Remember, it was isolated. Everything else is this. See what I'm saying? Just take the drums. Now I have this. Just from layering it. Alright, so now let's add to this, man. So this is one of the chops again. But I don't want the vocals or the drums. So I just take that out, take the mic out, take the drums out. Now I'm left with this. See what I'm saying? Hey, I want to change the key to this. Let's go up 1/2 step. Now we have this. Alright, cool. Hey. Let's add a bass line to this. All right, let's see if we can add something else. One more element. I think I want to use the vocals. Now this vocal right here is crazy, man. It's at the very beginning of the song, man. It's just her holding a note. Listen to this, man. Right? And then the music comes in. It's like crazy to me. You could do a lot with that, man. But I'm good once again, I'm gonna isolate the vocal and take everything out except the vocal. So now I'm just left with this. Right? Now what I could do is just throw this in keyboard mode and play, several different notes. See what we can do. I don't know. If I just hold the one note and don't do anything, just leave it like that. Was she losing breath? Hold on. Listen to this, man. Listen to how it cracks. Listen. Oh my Lord. Then it got real rough. That was crazy, right? You know what? I'm recording it just like that. Let's go. Now let's add some effects to that. You know what might sound good with that? Is some reverb or delay even. It reminds me of Fly. Y'all familiar with Fly, J Dilla? It almost sounds like that. That's kind of crazy. Alright guys, it's your man JFILT. If you like videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. I will leave a playlist for more videos like this. And I'll see y'all next time. I'm sending peace and positive energy. Check out all the links down below. I'm out.